Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. Today on this video I am going to be actually baking something that took over, well, New York not too long ago. Now it's kind of making its way across the country. Anyway, it's the Cronut. It's basically a hybrid pastry. It's a cross between a croissant and a donut. And my ulterior motive is my next video is going to be a cronut burger using the cronut as a bun. So let's get going. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is add 3/4 cups of warm milk. And I'm using whole milk. I wanted that extra fat in there. And I have here 1 tablespoon of dry active yeast. Start stirring that up. I'm going to take 1/3 cup of sugar. Toss that in there, and we're just getting this all nice and incorporated. Two large eggs. One teaspoon of vanilla. You know what? I'm going to grab a fork. Probably should have started with a whisk. All right, now what I'm going to do is start incorporating 1 cup of all-purpose flour into this mixture. Right now I have here 2 1/4 cups flour. I'm going to start incorporating this. And I have 1 teaspoon of just regular salt. I'm just going to keep adding this flour until it's gone. Alright, so I have all the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients incorporated here. What I'm going to do now is put this on my mixer. I'm going to use the dough hook to get this all kneaded together, and I want it to finish up as a kind of a smooth yet still tacky ball of dough. Alright, my dough's done. Now what I'm going to do is wrap this up in some plastic wrap, toss it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Alright, the dough's been in the fridge now for about 20 minutes, and we're moving on to the next step. In this bowl here I have 2 cubes of butter. This is salted butter, so it's about 1 cup of butter. We're going to start whipping this up. Now what I'm going to do to this mixture is add 1/4 cup of that all-purpose flour. Get this all mixed up. And there we have it, guys. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Alright, so we're going to take the old rolling pin and roll this out to a rectangle. And I want it to be about 13 by 8, about 1/4 inch thick. Alright, so this is about as close as I'm going to get to a rectangle. Now I'm going to take that whipped butter mixture, that butter and flour we just mixed up, and I'm going to spread this all over the top of this. All right, so I have all that butter spread on here. Now what we're going to do is fold this thing into thirds. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up with that plastic wrap again, throw it back in the fridge for another 30 minutes. All right, so the dough is out of the refrigerator, it's back on my board, and I'm going to roll it out into another rectangle. All right, so we got it rolled out, and I'm going to repeat that folding it in thirds process again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this back up in plastic, put it back in the fridge for another 30 minutes, and I'm going to repeat this process of removing it, rolling it out, folding it 2 more times. All right, so I repeated that folding, rolling process 2 more times. After the final time, I wrapped it in plastic, put it back in the fridge, and it remained in there for a good 7 hours. I'm now going to actually cut these cronut hole donuts, whatever you want to call them. So we're going to roll it back out, and I'm going to roll this out to where it's about 1 inch thick or so. All right, there we go. Now we're going to start cutting these donuts. Now this big ring is going to be for my cronut burger. And looking at this, it's a little less than 1 inch, but that's cool. All right, these are going to be the actual dessert type, breakfast, whatever you want to call them, cronuts. And the little scraps, they're not going to waste. I'm gonna fry everything here. I'm looking, I can already see, man, lots of layers. All right. Obviously that bun thing I'm making took up a lot of my space here. What I'm gonna do now is put these on a cookie sheet, cover them with a dish towel. I'm gonna let them set out at room temperature and rise for about 1 hour or so, and then we're gonna fry them. So I'll see you in a bit. All right guys, so 1 hour has passed. The cronuts have risen and we're ready to get them in some hot oil. So let's rock. All right, so canola oil, 350 degrees. Let's get these things going. Here we go guys, this looks really good. Pull that out. All right, let's get these all glazed up. All right guys, so they are done. And I'm pretty impressed. I mean, that's pretty thick. Feels really nice and light. Look at that thing. So, we're going to dress these things now. I guess that's what you call dressing, decorating. I don't know. I'm not a pastry chef. I do know that this here is going to be my cronut burger bun, and I'm going to hit it with just a little cinnamon and sugar. So I'm going for that sweet versus savory thing. All right, here in this pastry bag, I have just whipped cream. I'm going to go in through the top because there are all these layers. Squeeze some of that in there. Whoa. And a little crisp. Awesome. Now here in this bowl, it's basically just a real basic powdered sugar glaze, and it's, instead of water, used Kern's strawberry nectar. We're going to go ahead and dip this. It's pretty heavy here, pulling my cronut apart. Okay, we're going to disregard this top crispy thing here. There we go. Let's give these things a try. All right guys, now it's time to taste these bad boys. I've been looking forward to this. I have my expert cronut taster with me. Come over here, Garrett. Step up. What I'm going to do is cut this in half. Lessons I've learned is I would never dip these again to decorate them or to frost them. I would just drizzle it on. As you can see, these are layered, you know, like a light puff pastry almost, and it wants to pull that top off. So learn from me. This frosting tastes cool. Okay, Gary, you're gonna get stuff. Look at that nice filling. It's got whipped cream in the center and then strawberry frosting. Hold on, wait. We're gonna taste this together. We're gonna do a cronut cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Let's go.
All right. Mmm. Here, hold on. Got to use the big meat Sunday towel. Well, what do you think? Thumbs up? All right, guys. Check the link below. I've got that cronut burger. It's going to be good. So, see you in the next video. Thanks.
You're welcome.